So when I told my grandma about the study, she was very intrigued and started taking creatine. But we've got an even more recent meta-analysis that included 16 trials, and it was published last year. So once again, it found that creatine supplementation had a significantly positive impact on memory. It also improved attention time and sped up processing. It also had another intriguing finding. So a subgroup analysis showed that creatine supplements were particularly beneficial for females. And I highlight this because I've spoken to many of my female patients who think that creatine is just a supplement for men, but the research clearly indicates that it can be a useful supplement for women as well. On to the fifth supplement. Just like creatine, it's linked to helping us maximize our benefits from exercise, and it works by accelerating the recycling of our cells' energy, called ATP, and it also appears to enhance the creation of proteins that build muscle. So the supplement is TMG, also known as betaine, and there are two other benefits of taking TMG, which I'll cover shortly. But first, let's have a look at this study in 2021. So it was a study that gave TMG to professional soccer players for a 14-week follow-up period. Now, the players saw improvements in their 1-rep max, which is the most weight that they could lift in one go. They saw improvements in their VO2 max, which is how much oxygen their bodies can use during exercise, and they saw improvements in their sprinting performance compared to those who took the placebo. And in a 2024 meta-analysis, it found that TMG supplements increased strength and jumping performance. But it's not just about exercise performance that's got me excited about TMG. TMG also seems to improve testosterone levels. So in the same soccer player study, the group that took TMG, they saw increases in their testosterone levels compared to the placebo group. This effect was replicated in a 2022 study. So in that study, both the TMG and placebo groups did intense workouts. And just like the soccer player study, the TMG group in the study also saw increases in their testosterone levels compared to the placebo group. And there's another intriguing benefit of TMG. So just like creatine supplements, it may also improve brain health. So in this case though, it's a link with dementia risk. So in 2020, a large review of all of the risk factors of Alzheimer's disease found that high levels of homocysteine, which is an amino acid, was strongly linked to Alzheimer's disease. In other words, TMG may reduce a risk factor for Alzheimer's by lowering homocysteine levels. Now, this is not a guaranteed way to prevent Alzheimer's, but it's a promising area of research and another potential benefit with TMG supplements. So a multivitamin, omega-3, creatine, and TMG, they may all work synergistically to improve brain performance. Now, even though I've covered 5 supplements already, I want to have a brief look at just one more, because it's connected with something that many of us give little attention to, and it's one of the foundations of health. So the area I'm talking about is sleep, and a meta-analysis of 14 studies found that melatonin supplements were shown to reduce the time it took to fall asleep.